I've got 10 Middle Eastern clones that you really ought to know about. Some of these are flying under the radar. Others, you need to know about them because they are just so very good. We're going to get into this list, but before we do, remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I've got videos like this coming out every couple days. Also, remember to give the like button a click if you get something out of the video. And let me know down in the comments, what is a clone that either you'd say nobody knows about this and they need to, or man, this is so good, I want to tell the world about it. Let me know down in the comments what you'd add. All right, here we go. This one, I've got a straight up clone of Acqua di Gio Profondo. I was about to say Profumo. And then I've got some other things that smell like it, but none of them are as close to Acqua di Gio Profondo as this gorgeous, beautiful fragrance right here. This is Lattafa's Liam Blue. And man, this stuff, what it does different from the others that I have is it captures the minerality that is in Profondo. It's not 100% the mineral note, if you know what I'm talking about, kind of that wet rocks kind of vibe in Profondo, but this one has it more than the others, which largely miss it. This is so very good. If you want a blue fragrance that is fresh, a little bit sweet, aromatic, it's got kind of a minty aromatic vibe, and then that unique mineral vibe, this is what you want right here. Very inexpensive now as well. And man, people need to know about this one, Lattafa's Liam Blue. All right, this next one. Surprisingly, I haven't heard a ton about this. Maybe I'm not looking in the right places, but people rave about this fragrance whenever they find out about it. This is an excellent clone / twist of Angel Share, by Kilian's Angel Share. This is Barouge Sillage or Sillage. It's supposed to have 2 L's if it's Sillage. I would know. But this is, I guess, Barouge Sillage. And it's a take on Angel Share that it's not as dense. It's not as syrupy heavy as a lot of the other clones are. I wonder, and I could be totally wrong about this, but I wonder if it's supposed to be Angel Share with a splash of BR540. I'll tell you, this stuff is so very good. It's got that boozy, spicy, sweet, marshmallowy, vanillic, warm, spicy, gorgeous goodness. It's all here. Barouge, Sillage, I guess you could say. Really, really good stuff. And one, again, that I just haven't really heard a whole lot about. All right, this one is so cheap. And when it came out, Joma Shop had it, I think, for $15. And it's usually in that sub $20 price range. And it's just a really great fragrance. It's kind of a twist on La Nuit de l'Homme or even La Nuit de l'Homme Bleu Electrique. This is Lattafa's Ijazi Silver. And it is that lavender, ginger, that very distinct cardamom that you get in La Nuit de l'Homme, but there's also ambroxan, and there's something in this that is a touch, almost, I don't know if animalic is the right word, but something that there's a little bit of funkiness. I don't know if it's oud, it's just a touch, but it mixes with that kind of Bleu Electrique vibe. It's really good. In the air, whenever someone else is wearing it, I've got a son who's probably gone through half of this bottle, literally, and when he wears it, it almost smells like La Nuit de l'Homme Bleu Electrique with a leather note. It's so very good. Ijazi Silver and super cheap. All right, this next one. This is another one that other than Neeb on aromatics, I don't know if I've heard anybody mention it. This is a clone of Invictus Victory Elixir, and it is gorgeous. It's so good. This is Epoque Artistique by Cadlage, and it's basically the same kind of a vibe that you get from Invictus Victory with a good dose of sweetness. The same as, of course, Invictus Victory Elixir. So it's got everything that Elixir has, although this one might be a touch sweeter. This is like a good 10-hour fragrance, projects. It's a very potent, very powerful juice. Again, Epoque Artistique by Cadlage. All right, where should we go next? All right, this is one that I think a lot of people in the fragrance community know about. This is one that kind of blew everybody's socks off, and you should know about it because it is so very good. This is a clone of Dior Homme Parfum, one of the few. People get this mixed up with clones of Dior Homme Intense. This one is a clone of the Parfum. There's not a lot of them out there. This is FOMO Gary's Den. And it basically takes that powerful iris note, but it mixes in some rose, which elevates the floral vibe. There's also some oud in this fragrance and some sweetness in this fragrance. I would never consider DHI a, quote, very fresh fragrance, but take out some of the freshness of DHI, add in some rose and some oud, and this is the kind of vibe that you get. Dior Homme Parfum on a super budget. If you can catch it in stock, it's like a $32 fragrance. It smells easily like an $80 or $90 fragrance. Very good stuff. All right, next, let's see. Let's go with this one. This is one of the nitro fragrances, Dumont nitro fragrances, and this one is the Intense. So this one is basically, it's a take on Creed Aventus, but it has a particular kind of muskiness. It reminds me a whole lot of Insurrection 2 Emperor that recently came out from Rayan Tradition. That's sort of a vanilla orange creamsicle on top of a musky Aventus. Take away the creamsicle and you have right here a very rich, very good Aventus clone with a distinct muskiness, more so than the original Aventus. So this is, again, Nitro Intense. I'm going to soon do a video comparing all of the nitro fragrances. I got them sent over from Perfume Box. I already had Nitro Red, but anyway, I'm going to compare all of them. But of the Aventus clones, if you like a musky take on Aventus, that one right there is the one to pick. All right, next up. This one isn't even necessarily a clone, but it's a lot of people really love this fragrance because it is so very good. It's captivating, it's sweet, it's powerful and long-lasting. This one is Lattafa's Badi Al Oud Honor and Glory. And if you can imagine a vanilla creme brulee take on, that's not even the right way to say it, it's vanilla creme brulee, also a good dose of pineapple, so very sort of sweet, attention-grabbing, powerful in the opening and the mid, but then there's a little bit of that kind of oud for greatness, oud for glory, woody oudiness that's in the base of the fragrance. It is unique, it's gorgeous, it's powerful. Love this stuff. Badi Al Oud Honor and Glory. But you gotta like sweet fragrances in order to like that one. Next up, one that is not a sweet fragrance. This one is sort of a citrus, woody, floral fragrance with a touch of spice. It's a clone of Lacoste L1212 Blanc. You can get it for like $20 or even $19, something like that. And it is super close to the Lacoste. This is Hunter by Armaf, just the original, the EDT of Hunter. The L1212 Blanc used to be my summer signature scent. I went through a couple bottles of that back in the day when it first came out. And this stuff, there's a lot of nostalgia wrapped up in this for me. I love it. It's the easiest to wear warm weather fragrance imaginable, but it smells great. Women love this fragrance. This is a really great pickup. Hunter by Armaf. All right, we got two more to go. This next one you need to know about because it's sort of a clone or inspired by a pretty expensive niche fragrance that you shouldn't have to pay that much for because this is basically the single fragrance note of ISO-E Super. This is Oak City Beard Company's ISO-E Super. This is an extrait de parfum, and Molecule 01 is the niche fragrance that this one is basically doing the exact same thing for a fraction of the price. I think I got this for $25 and it's an extrait de parfum rather than an EDP. You can wear this by itself. It's just sort of a woody, airy fragrance, or you can add it to just about any fragrance you own to give it some extra lift, you know, some extra projection to add a little bit of that airy kind of woody vibe. A lot of fragrances, of course, are based on ISOE Super, but this one is straight ISOE Super. Wear it by itself or add it to any fragrance that you own. All right, and finally, this is one that more people are learning about because it's starting to be carried by some of the big fragrance discounters. For a while, Amazon was the only place I knew of where you can get it. This is a clone of Valentino Uomo Intense, my most complimented fragrance of last year, one of my favorites of all time. This is Valencia Uomo Intense. And what I will tell you is I picked up the original Uomo in the past 6 months, Valentino Uomo, and this one to me is like 70% Valentino Uomo Intense and 30% Uomo. It's got a little bit extra woodiness, and I think it's even got that myrtle note that will remind you of the original Uomo mixed with Uomo Intense. Really good stuff. If you like, of course, that DNA, and it's usually around $25. So this has been, I think, a list of fragrances you want to know about because they're priced great, they're quality, some of them are under the radar, but let me know down in the comments, what do I need to know about? Also, remember to subscribe if you haven't, and why not click the like button if you like the video. I am Justin. This is Sillage Scents. Thanks so much for watching.